at the United Stand. This is our Ole Gunnar Solskjaer press conference reaction for the Europa League semi-final against Sevilla, which is going to be a massive game. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the company of Bruno Fernandes. Some really good questions put to Bruno, especially about that Cantona effect, which I think is so very important. But there is a little bit of transfer news to bring you to start off with. There are some circulating rumours that the Manchester United board will not follow through on the Jadon Sancho deal, and this is causing frustration for the senior leadership team at Manchester United. That is just a rumour. I don't know how much I would put on that, because then there's another story that I've seen circulating from the from the Standard, and what they're saying is that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has accepted that there will be no signing of Jadon Sancho and he's already looking at alternatives. So different stories floating around today, and I think that what I would say is this, that Manchester United remain committed to signing Jadon Sancho. He's the number one target. They have had talks with Borussia Dortmund. Those talks continue, and if they walk away from this deal, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can say, I'm looking at other targets. Manchester United can say, we're not going to pay up. But the reality is he is target numero one, and if they fail for the third time against Borussia Dortmund. So let's wait and see what happens with that. There is no green screen today, Gamer Boy, because I'm away. I'm away today. So we've got some content for you later on as well, but there is no green screen because I'm away today. So well done to Xander tomorrow for doing the show this morning. But look, talking about third times, it could be third time unlucky for Manchester United. Losing out on Haaland to Dortmund, losing out on Bellingham to Dortmund, and losing out on Sancho to Dortmund. That would be an embarrassing hat-trick, but it could be another bad hat-trick. You know, this is our third semi-final of the season. We lost the FA Cup semi-final to Chelsea. We lost the Carabao Cup semi-final to Manchester City. They say things come in threes. I tell you what, I don't want to come in threes. I don't want to lose out to Dortmund 3 times and not get Sancho. And I don't want to lose to Sevilla tomorrow and lose our third semi-final this season. We need to stop that from happening. So it's a big game. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say that they've had very good preparation for this game. And I think that is obviously very important. 6 days rest. He says you wouldn't normally get that. Everybody wants to be involved. Everyone wants to play. Were there any hints about who's going to play tomorrow? Not really, but what I would say is I'd go with the team that I picked last night on the preview. I think Romero will start in goal, and then I think it will be our best 11 with Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Williams, Matic, Pogba, Bruno, and Greenwood, Rashford, Martial. I think that's the way that we will move into that one. He was asked some, you know, I mean, look, I just must say this. Sevilla are very good. I said this last night. They've won 5 Europa Leagues in 10 times they've been in it over the last 15 years. They've also not lost in 19 games. So, and tomorrow they've got to lose unless we go to penalties. So, big connotations in relation to that. But Manchester United, I feel, can be confident. I think Manchester United can be confident in this game, and I think that's the way that we've got to go. I said, look, watch the preview. I think that there are weaknesses there in relation to Sevilla, and I think that's the way to go. Before I talk about what Bruno said, I just want to say that there is a bit of update on transfer news that I want to bring you. Check out the design. You can tell I'm away. It's not the United Stand sort of thing. But yeah, what I was going to say is that there is some story today about Kai Havertz coming to Manchester United as well, because he's not going to decide his future until the Europa League is over. Well, he's out of the Europa League. You know, what's he going to do? Sit watching Inter Milan and Man United play and go, "Ooh, that's a good game. Now I'm going to sort out my future." He'll sort his future out. So, and Havertz will go to Chelsea. United won't go for Havertz. I mean, look. People are saying, wow, maybe we'll go for Havertz, now we can't get Sancho. Or maybe we'll go for Grealish, now we're not going to get Sancho. The VFM, the value for money, is not there to go, we refuse to give a down payment of 90 million for Sancho, but we'll spend 80 million on Grealish. Or we refuse to pay 90 million for Sancho's first instalment, but we'll go and pay 75 million for Havertz. It's just, the gap's too close. You can't say, Sancho. Look, Havertz might end up having a better career than Sancho, but Sancho is the better player and he's got the money to go for it. So look, I'm not worried. Look, if anybody was expecting any breaking news around Jadon Sancho today, you were going to be very disappointed, because today is the night before the Europa League semi-final, and that's what United are focused on, and it's a big game. They're not going to be, even if they had a breakthrough with the Jadon Sancho transfer today, it probably wouldn't get released out there, because United don't really want that at the moment, because it's not the right time for them. And you know, as my guy said, 3 weeks ago, wouldn't be surprised if this gets resolved after the Europa League. So we'll see what happens on that one. Rivaldo has come out and told Manchester United that they should go and sign Ousmane Dembele. Now, the last thing... Look, Rivaldo, you're the worst of the R's. Ronaldo was better than you, and Ronaldinho was better than you. So, third place there. Also, what connection have you got with Manchester United? You're an ex-Barcelona player, so I'm sure you want Ousmane Dembele to go. And thirdly, why would we want to listen to a player advising us on transfers when he gets kicked, the ball gets kicked in his knee and he clutches his face? He doesn't even know where his face is. You know, what does he know about transfers? But seriously, Rivaldo was a good player, but stick your nose out of our business. We don't want Ousmane Dembele, and we don't want to listen to what you... It's like Paul Merson said today. Manchester United should forget about Jadon Sancho and buy Harry Kane. Look, Paul, I don't know what you've been on, but shut your mouth and stick your gob out of Manchester United business. I mean, these ex-pundits who get paid these ex-players who get paid all this money to talk blabbering crap. I mean, what do they know about Manchester United? It's like saying, forget buying a left-sided centre-back, go and buy a goalkeeper. You know, go on. You know what? In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. Paul Merson next week in whatever he's been paid to do. Man United don't need a left-sided centre-back. They need Oblak. Yeah, when we've got De Gea and we've got Henderson. You need players for positions that you need them in. We need Jadon Sancho because we need somebody to play off the right-hand side so that we've got 4 good attackers. We don't need Harry Kane. Harry Kane's a very good player, but we don't need Harry Kane. It's a luxury when you've already got Anthony Martial. Talking about left-sided centre-backs, I think it's the Lille president has confirmed that Gabriel will be leaving. I don't think we're going to get Gabriel. I don't... I think that he will end up going to Napoli by the sounds of it, and Koulibaly will end up going to Man City. I think that's the way that's going. But even if he doesn't, I'm not convinced that we would get Gabriel. I think he may go to Everton or he may go to Arsenal. But you may have seen it. It was on the United Stand Twitter. Make sure you follow it at United Stand MUFC. Benoit Badiashile, who is a left-sided centre-back for Monaco. He's about 6'4", 19 years of age, touted to be a really good player of the future. He is a player that Manchester United are apparently leading the race for. Le 10 Sport saying that Bayer Leverkusen were leading the race, but Manchester United now lead the race. And look, for me, I'm not going to get overexcited about that. I don't think there's a video in it, but what I would say is that we are clearly actively looking at left-sided centre-backs. I think there's a value in that. I'm going to do a video on that later on. Tactical transfers, really, but yeah, we do need a left-sided centre back, and Paul Merson knows, says Robert McCormack. You get back to admiring your Harry Kane to posters. What's your gut feeling on the Sancho deal, mate? And enjoy your night, says Philip. I'll come back to you on that one. But look, what encourages me about the centre back situation? Look, I want Jadon Sancho. I want Jadon Sancho to come to Manchester United. And I think he will come to Manchester United. But other than that, I want a left-sided centre-back. I'm not too fussed. I don't think, and I agree with what we said on the Sunday show last night, and I don't know what you all think, I don't think there is a left-sided centre-back out there that you go get it. You go get that left-footed centre-back out there. I don't think there is. So I think United are right to do what United have done quite well, is go and buy somebody who can become, it's gone a bit dark, kick. Go and buy somebody who can become a good left-sided centre-back. Whether it's Badiashile, whether it's Gabriel, whether it's Pau Torres, are they going to come into the team and make us great? No. But are they players that can come into the team and give us something and grow into the position? A little bit like what we did with that January, all those years ago when we bought Evra and we bought Vidic. Nobody thought they were going to be stars. They were reasonably priced, but they both ended up being superstars. And I think that's what United need to do. So I'm encouraged that we're looking for a left-sided centre-back. Mark, there is news about Lingard and Pereira leaving. How true are these, says Mojo? Well, Xander was talking about that this morning. Manchester United actively listening to offers for people like Rojo, Jones, Smalling. I mean, God, you're going to need a hearing test. If we're actively listening to offers for Phil Jones, Marcus Rojo and Chris Smalling, well, no, take Smalling out of the equation. For Jones and Rojo, you're going to need a hearing test. I don't think there's going to be actively any loud offers for those. But Pereira, Lingard, Rojo, Smalling, Jones, apparently all listening for offers. Of course, we've already got rid of Alexis Sanchez. Tahith Chong is going to go on loan, I believe, to Werder Bremen. So look, you know what? We do want Jadon Sancho. We do want a left-sided centre-back. And the third option is the centre attacking midfielder. I'm not, I want Jadon Sancho. That's the player I want. I'm not bothered about what left-sided centre-back we get. In fact, I'm quite excited that we might scout somebody from Europe for once. And the centre-attacking midfielder, box-to-box player, it could be Grealish, it could be Van der Beek, it could be somebody else for me. But the one player that we've got to get is Sancho. And going back to that question before, how confident am I? When I'm not confident, I'll tell you, I'll do a video. It's quite nice to not actually be focused on Sancho too much for the last few days and the next couple of days. But if I get anything, God, we've done enough. Let's be honest, we've done enough videos about personal terms being done, structure of the deal being done, United wanting Sancho. It would be wrong of me the minute I find out that this isn't happening to not do a video, and I will do it. I won't hide from it. I won't pretend, oh shit, that's going to make us look really stupid because we're not buying him now. The minute I think that this deal's not happening, I will do a video on it and I will tell you what I think. But when that happens, like many Manchester United fans, it will be an L. I personally, I'll feel like we've taken an L, but ultimately, it's Man United in the mud, and it's Man United fans who've got to take it on the chin if that happens. There is no excuses for me. He is the number one target. He is reasonably priced. He's expensive, but he's reasonably priced. I mean, look, Chelsea today are after Chilwell. They've already got Havertz pretty much nailed down. They've got Werner done, Ziyech done. They're now moving for Chilwell. Like, this COVID-19 thing's a load of crap. I mean, obviously it's not. People have died from it. We know that, and we know it's very, very serious. But we're talking contextually with football here. Manchester United are one of the richest clubs in the world. To say we can't spend money because of COVID-19 is, it's a bit like saying, I'm trying to think of something that would react to this. Look, we've got a lot of money, basically. There's lots of analogies I could throw, but the reality is we've got a lot of money and we know we're going to make a lot of money. If you need something and you know you're going to earn something, you can buy something knowing you're going to earn it, if that makes sense. Like, United are going to make a lot of money next year. Like, they can buy Sancho. What I'm trying to say is it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to buy a player like Jadon Sancho. We haven't bought a player like this for a very, very long time. And people can say Pogba, but it's not the same. It's not the same. This is like Rooney when we got him from Everton. This is like Rio Ferdinand when we got him from Leeds. This is buying a young English talent who's got superstar status. And I tell you what, when we've done it, it's ended up quite well. Side question, do you think Messi will leave Barca? Enjoy your holiday, says Danny Stuland. And any truth in Sancho missing training or training away from the Dortmund first team, says Ryan Robb. Yes, there is. What's your opinion on the rumour regarding Pogba and Dybala switch deal? It's a total load of nonsense, Anshaman. It won't happen. But Sancho did not train today. He trained individually, but so did Dawood and a couple of other people. So he might have a knock. I wouldn't be too concerned about that. But United need to get this deal done. Chelsea, as I said, they're doing big moves, and Chelsea finished fourth. I pose this question: forget about the money for a moment, because United have got the money and they can find the money and they can do the deal. They can do the structured deal. If they don't do this deal, it's about dividends again. It's about the owners and it's about profit lines. That's what it will always be about at United, and that's why I was impressed by us doing this deal. But if you're telling me that this club is ambitious, when we're miles behind Man City and Liverpool, we finished third, well done, pat on the back, fantastic, but the team in fourth buys better than you, how can you go into next season saying you're ambitious? How can you do that? Come on. How can you do that? How can you go into next season being ambitious when the team who finishes in fourth buys better than you? So United have got to deliver on this one. And look, if they don't, I think, as I've said many times before, then they've got, not that they would explain it, but I think it's a massive screw up. There are outlets saying that Woodward is his eye on Ronaldo returning on a 60 million transfer. Would you be happy with that if we failed to sign Sancho? Look, Ninja Smurf United. I'm not going to be a hypocrite here. I mean, look, I would take Ronaldo at Manchester United. I would take Ronaldo at Manchester United because it's just fantasy, isn't it? If Roy Keane was 36 and playing for Sunderland, I would have took him back. Of course I would take Ronaldo back. But ultimately, even I, as a massive lover of Ronaldo and love that moment of him coming back, if you're offering Ronaldo or Sancho, you've got to go Sancho, haven't you? I saw the tweet about selling Henderson to buy Sancho, Grealish. What would you do? I like the idea of Saul Niguez instead of Grealish, as Michael Fetty. Well, Saul Niguez will be more. He'll cost more than Grealish, to be honest with you. Mark's taking time out of his holiday for his guys. Thanks, mate. Legend, says Delstrot. I'm not on holiday. I'm just away for the night. So I'm back tomorrow for the semi-final as per. Can we start to react to the Solskjaer presser, says Iqbar? Well, we have. We pretty much covered it. He didn't actually say a hell of a lot. But what Bruno was asked about was quite interesting. He was asked about the comparisons with Cantona, and he said, I've got to do more than Cantona. You know, Cantona was a fantastic player for Manchester United, but I've got to do more. I've got to do more and I've got to win trophies. And look, I love listening to Bruno. He was also asked about settling into the club and how he settled in so quickly. And he did obviously the players have helped me, the managers helped me. But he also came out with something quite interesting as well, where he said, I played in Italy. You know, I've not just come from Portugal to come to play in England. I did play in Italy before I played for Sporting Lisbon. So I was already aware of, moving and playing away. So, but yeah, look, the press conference was dull. It was a bore fest, to be honest with you. There was nothing about transfers, which he might want, but he wouldn't answer anyway. There was nothing about real indication of what the team's going to be. I mean, he was even asked what he thought of the Barcelona game last night. You know, he was asked how is he going to beat Sevilla, and he said, well, by scoring more goals. The questions were pretty poor. You know what I think about it. I think this has been the case for a while, but we normally get good press conferences, but I thought that was pretty tame, really. And we didn't get much going on like that. Man United must sign Sancho. It's crazy. I'm just watching this. We have not made any good signings while Chelsea are signing players, says John Acabonti. Mark sold his green screen for Man United transfer fund, says Super Tonight Raid. And I love Sancho. He's a perfect fit for this United, but we can't let Dortmund blackmail us. Hello, Philip, who is really Ed Woodward. You know, we can't let Dortmund blackmail us. I mean, look. Make your own minds up at the end of the day. You make your own minds up. But I'm not having that. I'm not going down that route. We've spoken about Sancho, Jordan Andrews. Should have turned in on time. Please smash a like on the video, by the way. Chelsea are trying to convince Dean Henderson to pressure Man United to allow him go on loan to Chelsea. Well, we're not going to loan him to Chelsea. That would be stupid, Mo Ali. We've spoken about Badiashile as well. But look, you know what? I must just come back on that. If you are a United fan who are banging your chest saying, well done, Glazers, for not being bullied by Dortmund, what are Dortmund bullying United on? This cannot be the story. Do not let this story develop that United are right to walk away. Bang on the chest. We won't be held to ransom. Well, you may as well get a Pratt put on your forehead. And mine's big enough, but I ain't putting Pratt on it. Like, at the end of the day, why are Dortmund bullying Manchester United? It's their player. He's got 3 years on his contract, and they want a deal on instalments for €120 million. That is not bullying. 120 million euros, £106 million, and they're willing to take it over 3 years. So what's bullying about that? The truth of the matter is, United are trying to drive the price down as per usual, but walking away because they've been bullied. There is no bully. There is no bully in this. It's simple. Pay the price, get the deal done. Happy days. And as I've said, I'm still totally confident this deal's going to happen. And actually, to be fair to Manchester United, I don't actually believe that a lot of what's going on is true. I believe negotiations continue. I believe Dortmund are putting a load of crap out there. I believe Manchester United will get this deal done. And I believe that we've seen this time and time again, where we'll end up paying what they want anyway. So until it's over, I think reservations on moaning about what's going to happen. But what I would say is, if it ever is over, I cannot believe that any United fan would go banging on the chest saying we won't be held to ransom. How are they holding us to ransom? He's got 3 years left on his contract and they want 100 million quid. I think it's pretty fair, and I think most people would have predicted that. So if we've gone in there with our trousers down already, then we deserve the smack on the arse, don't we? But I don't think it'll happen. I think United will get the deal done. Look, anyway, I was never going to be too long today. Thanks everyone for watching. Smash a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and make sure we've got a cracking video coming out at about 8 o'clock as well. Make sure you watch that, and then obviously back tomorrow, it's all about the Europa League semi-final. I cannot wait for that. But thanks everyone for watching. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll speak to you all soon.